Welcome to the channel. My name is Matthias. Today we're going to talk about Avengers Spotlight issue 23. We're going to focus on a story that revolves around Vision. So these Spotlight issues tend to be always split in half. The first part is always focused on Hawkeye. The second part on any other Avenger. Today, obviously, it's Vision. I had a blast with this one. It's written by John Byrne. Art by Kieran Dreyer. Now, this era of Vision is the one where he doesn't have any emotions. He's all white. Also, during this time, he doesn't have Simon Williams' brain patterns, so he's sort of forging a new personality. So this story starts off with Vision fighting this group of villains on the streets of Los Angeles called Smog Alert, which had me laughing so hard when I saw this because I was born in Los Angeles and smog was like a real big deal in the late 80s. You could not see downtown back then, and the air quality was pretty bad at moments. I really hope that things are better nowadays, I guess. I haven't been back to LA in more than 20 years. So the thing is that Vision stops these bad guys, and when the police arrive, they totally freak out with Vision. They have no idea who he is. Vision actually takes a while to explain himself to the head police officer at the scene, that he's a hero, that they know who he is, he's Vision, just he looks differently. The whole exchange is actually pretty funny because the cop is really worried that they don't have their archives up to date on each superhero operating in the city. So Vision realizes there's a problem here, that no one knows that he's this white version now. He's actually scared a couple people on other missions when he's trying to save them because they think he's a ghost. So he wants to get the message out there. There's a new Vision in town. So he crashes the taping of the Johnny Carson show. So I'm 45. So I was about 11 when the Carson show ended. So I never actually watched it, but I know it had a gigantic influence on other late night shows. Like, he established the template. So people like Jay Leno, Jimmy Fallon, Conan O'Brien, everyone follows the footsteps of Johnny Carson. He was like gigantic during that time. So seeing Vision crashing the Carson show is freaking hilarious, at least for me. And he has two guests on. He has Paul Reubens, so Pee Wee Herman, who was also super big back in the late 80s and early 90s. I used to love the Pee Wee Herman show. And the female guest, who I thought was Lucille Ball, but nope, she's Charo. I have no idea who she was. I had to Google her. And the whole interaction between Vision, Johnny Carson, Pee Wee Herman, and Charo are just priceless. At least I had a ball reading them. Especially the fact that they had a real hard time understanding that he's not a robot, he's a synthesoid, so he's a synthetic human. And the way Johnny Carson rolls with the whole situation, he's like, this is great TV. Let's see how this unfolds. So what happens once Vision gets his message out, he just phases out of the studio. And in the last panel of the story, we have the West Coast Avengers hazing Vision over what he has done. They're laughing their asses off. So this is just a fun little story, but I really love the fact that it's like a snapshot of that particular time. Marvel shies away from stuff like this nowadays because of their sliding timeline, and it's a real shame. So we're going to leave this video here. I hope you guys liked it. See you guys next time. Bye.